is how I've been spending the majority of my mornings recently, and it's been so nice, especially since the weather has been a little bit cooler recently. It's been really nice to wake up, go downstairs, make my breakfast, and then come back up here with my coffee and sit in my swinging chair for about 2 episodes of Gilmore Girls before doing actual productive things with my day. I'm currently on season 3, episode 14, and I'm flying through the show so much faster than I thought I would, but it's just so good. It's such a feel-good show, and it's also really seasonal, so if you're looking for something like that to watch, then I 10 out of 10 would recommend that you do. But like I mentioned, today is an absolutely beautiful day, and it's actually pretty warm in comparison to some of the days that we've had recently. It's like 75 degrees out right now, and I'm under the impression that today is going to be the final tanning day of the year, which is very sad. But I'm gonna take advantage. I'm gonna put on a bathing suit and just treat today like it is summer, because it's probably gonna be the last day that I can do so. I'm not gonna lie, it's been a long time since I've done this. I am so happy right now. So happy. Oh my god.
I still recall the first time I saw you. I was so nervous too.
It's a few hours later now, and I've been doing lots and lots of computer work ever since coming inside, which does not make for very fun vlog content, but I did just want to catch you guys up on what I've been doing and also have a little bit of a conversation with you, because that's what you're here for, and I think this is gonna act partly as a venting session and partly as turning to you guys for advice. First and foremost, the main thing that I've been doing on my computer is applying to jobs. This is something that I do pretty much on a daily basis at this point, because this is my post-grad journey, or whatever it can be at this point. I've been sending out job applications like crazy, and if we're being totally candid, I really have not heard much back whatsoever. I want to get into that in a completely separate video. I don't want that topic to monopolize this entire vlog, but I do think it's important for me to talk about, because I posted something on the YouTube creator tab, community tab, I think that's what it's called. And basically what I wrote in this little post is, "Hi friends, I have a very important question. Recently my views have been declining like crazy, so I'm curious, why haven't you been watching my videos as much recently? What should I be doing differently? I'm open to any and all constructive criticism." And just like you always do, you guys pulled through with some amazing insight. First and foremost, I'm getting a lot of comments saying that you guys aren't seeing my videos in your subscription boxes, which happens often with YouTube and the algorithm. So if you could just do me a favor and you enjoy watching my content, please press the little bell notification button, which should be somewhere down there. It'll just send you push notifications every time I post a new video, so you can make sure to not miss any of my future uploads. But on top of that, and probably more importantly, a lot of you guys are saying things that pretty much boil down to the fact that you don't find my content as relatable at the moment, which I can't say that I disagree with. I think a large majority of my demographic is still in college, or they are now post-college working, and I'm kind of in this weird in-between where I've graduated college and I can't do any more school vlogs, but at the same time I don't have a job. And it's not that I'm not trying, but nothing's biting. So I really am in this weird limbo period, and my content is showing that. So I think where I'm gonna start is I'm gonna try and be more open with my post-grad journey and sharing with you guys the jobs that I'm applying to and the struggles that I've been seeing as of recently, but that only covers a very small amount of my content until I do get a job. So what I want to know from you guys is, while I'm in this weird limbo period of my life where I'm out of college but I don't necessarily have a job yet, what kind of things do you want to see on my channel, and what kind of things do you want me to talk about outside of my post-grad journey? So my comments are open per usual. I'll be responding back to every single one, and I'm really excited to see what all of this feedback can lead to for my channel. Location number 1, this like little beach alcove. This obviously isn't the ocean because we're facing west, but I don't know what body of water this is. Okay, lighting. I see you. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With
you and I, the future is bright.
You know that feeling when you wake up and you just know that it's going to be a really, really busy day, and the only thing that you can do is get up and tackle it head on? That's how I'm feeling right now.
Hear the crickets, see the moon, side by side and
It is just barely 9:30 and I'm already up out of bed. I made my bed, I made breakfast, and now my makeup is done because today is going to be a very busy day. I feel like my to-do list today is miles and miles long, but honestly, it's been a bit since I've had a day like this and I'm kind of excited. Of course, not all of the things on my to-do list today are super pressing. I don't necessarily need to get all of these things done today, but I am in the mood to have a very productive day. So I figured I would just take you guys along with the journey and we can see how much we'll get done. Okay, so first order of business today is, I guess, what you could consider a networking call. I'm gonna be jumping on the phone with someone who is very, very established in the world of advertising, and I'm honored that she even fit me into her schedule. This is gonna be a half-hour call, and I assume that the majority of the time I'm just gonna be picking her brain, which I think is the best thing to do when you are presented with the opportunity to network with people. At the end of all of this, what I wanna try and figure out is which part or section, I guess, of advertising I fit best in, because I've always worked in an agency in all of my past internships, but I could easily work on client side, and there's just so many different paths that I could go down when it comes to working in advertising, so I'm hoping that she'll be able to give me a little bit of direction. Last night, I took some time to write down some questions that I want to ask during this phone call. Again, it's only 30 minutes, so I can't really deep dive into all of the things that I want to talk about. The one that I always like to ask, which is pretty basic, is how did you get involved in this industry, or how did you get involved with the company that you're working in? Because figuring out the job path of someone who you find really, really successful and someone whose success you would like to emulate is a really good thing to keep in mind, so that hopefully you can go down a similar path. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me. I really appreciate it. I feel like I messed that up. I mean, the call went totally fine and she was so incredibly nice, and the fact that she even took time out of her busy schedule to talk to me was amazing on its own. But I was under the impression that we were meeting on Google Hangout when we were actually meeting on Google Meet. So I ended up wasting like 15 minutes of her time. And that just goes to show you that no matter how much you plan and how early you wake up, things can still go wrong. And that's okay, that's life. But it definitely isn't the best feeling. Just had myself a nice little crying session. It happens, it's fine. And then I made myself a coffee to make myself feel better. And now I'm gonna do my hair. I have many more things that are far more productive to get done today, but I'm kind of just in the mood to do some mindless activities. So I'm gonna watch an episode of Gilmore Girls and wave my hair. I had my hair done like this in my last video and I got a bunch of questions, so I can have this waver linked down below. I'm a huge fan and I think it just refreshes my entire look. So I'm gonna finish this episode, take some deep breaths, and then move on with the rest of my day. Now that I finished my coffee, I'm feeling a little bit better. I also watched a really good episode of Gilmore Girls, so my spirits have been lifted a little bit. And now I want to do something a little bit more productive. I've been putting this off for a very long time, and I figured today's the best day to get done because I have nothing else to do until later tonight. I'll just show you. My closet. I can't even take myself seriously. This is so embarrassing. I swear it doesn't normally look like this, but as of recently, I've just gotten super lazy with putting away my clothing, so it's just become one big, massive pile of clothes. So today, what I think I'm gonna do is separate out my fall and winter clothing from my summer clothing, move my summer clothing into the guest room, which will eventually be moved home, and then all of that will free up more space in this closet for more weather-appropriate clothing. Count how many times I say clothing in one clip. This has the potential of taking a very long time because I have a lot of stuff that needs to be organized in there. So I'm gonna throw on another episode of Gilmore Girls, of course, and we'll see how much we can get done in like 20-ish. Nothing too crazy, but it does look so much better than it did before. Up here, I have all of my sweaters and sweatshirts, anything that I think I'll be able to wear a lot once the weather continues to cool down. And down here, I have all of my jeans, my sweatpants, and then any skirts, dresses, or shorts that I want to hold on to for a little while longer. And the next order of business is to organize all of these drawers. This will definitely take me a little bit longer than my closet did, but I definitely want to make a little bit of a dent right now because it means less to do tomorrow or later on this weekend. I already packed up this entire backpack filled with stuff that I think I have to retire for the rest of the year and break back out next summer. So I'm gonna continue to do that with my drawers, see how much I can get done before I get too tired, and then we can move on. Before I forgot, I definitely needed to send out a thank you email to the woman I had a phone call with this morning. I apologized again for the mix-up. Even though it's like, it was totally out of my control. I just hate not being punctual and not having everything under control. And in the spirit of productivity, I also gave my channel a little bit of a facelift. You guys may or may not have seen it at this point, but I'm very happy with how it's looking. So I made myself a new YouTube banner. I feel like this one is so much more me, and you guys will notice that I added in this text that says new videos every Wednesday and Sunday. So I think the plan is to start posting every Wednesday and Sunday, and I'm gonna try and differentiate the type of content that goes up on each day. Wednesdays, I'm gonna try and post more curated videos, maybe more sit-down videos will go up on Wednesdays, just things with a little bit more fancy editing, because you guys know how much I love doing fancy editing. And then on Sundays, that's the day that I'm gonna be posting all of my vlogs. So this video is going up on a Sunday, and we'll see how this goes. I'm kind of excited. Trust me, I am just as surprised as you guys are when I say that I walked out of HomeSense with everything that I went in there to buy, with only one exception. So I ended up getting 2 of these boxes, one of which is going to hold my shoes, and then the other one is going to hold my bathing suits. All of my bathing suits are currently in the bottom drawer of this dresser. I'll show you, it's like actually ridiculous how crowded this thing is. I mean, some of this needs to go. So I'm gonna transfer over all of my bathing suits into this smaller thing. And then I also ended up getting this throw blanket to put on my chair. I didn't do any measuring or anything, so I honestly don't know if this basket is gonna be big enough, but I think it will be, especially right now because I don't have any of my big shoes here with the exception of my Docs. Actually, I have one other pair of boots, but other than that, it's just flip-flops and little sneakers. So I feel like this will be fine. And then if not, I always have the guest room and I can take over my brother's closet too. It's not like he's here. If you guys watched till the end of this video, please comment down below any video requests that you have for me. I'm gonna treat this as a little bit of a rebirth and a rebrand for my channel. I think I kind of lost sight of the type of content that you guys enjoy seeing and I enjoy making, and I'm ready to get back on the right path. On the path that I was on. I don't know when, maybe when I was abroad. Regardless, let me know what kind of videos you guys want to see. Feel free to be as specific as possible, and I'll talk to you guys very soon on Wednesday.